You may remember this diagram from the beginning of the stats class. If you don't or would like a refresher, please feel free to watch that video before returning to this one. As we discussed, the first 4 steps of the scientific method for managers is covered in this class. There is a lot to learn, and sometimes in the thick of the semester it can be hard to remember to see the big picture of why we are learning about specific tools, validity assumptions, logic models, etc. Hopefully this video can put some of that together for you. The Ask a Question step will come directly from your community partner. Your task early on in the semester will be to clarify with your community partner what exactly they want to know and accomplish during the evaluation. You may need to help them specify their questions or narrow their scope. Additionally, who is the most affected by the answer to this question, and who will be responsible for making decisions based on the answer? You will conduct a stakeholder analysis to answer these questions. The main form of research for this class will come in the form of a literature review. To determine or develop a hypothesis about the program you are evaluating, you will create a logic model. The research and hypothesis stages will probably be an iterative process that are highly correlated with each other. The design experiment phase for public managers would be more correctly called the design evaluation phase, which evaluation may or may not involve a true experiment. The bulk of the class will be spent in this phase. You will first determine the type of evaluation you will conduct for your partner. The most common are impact and process evaluations. Then you will decide what type of research design you want to use to gather the data for your evaluation. Are you going to run an observational study, a randomized control trial, gather time series data? Next, you need to design the tools needed to run the evaluation and gather the data. Are you going to build a survey, run focus groups, or conduct semi-structured interviews? While it's true that we will not be completing the data collection, analysis, or reporting phases ourselves, you will also need to design how the community partner or another party should complete these phases. Lastly, in this class we will learn several techniques to help with the entire program evaluation design process. For example, we will conduct an evaluability assessment, which tells us if the evaluation we are proposing is even feasible. We will also briefly discuss budgeting and evaluation tools like PERT charts that will help the community partner organize and manage the evaluation once it's up and running. Part of the challenge of teaching you about program evaluation is that we simply do not have the time to teach you in depth about every type of evaluation, research method, or tool you may ever need, and have you design an evaluation on top of that. Instead, our approach will be to expose you to many tools and resources early on in the semester, some of which you will dive into deeper as you work with your community partner. While learning about many techniques and tools may initially be overwhelming, we hope you can refer to this video as needed to remind yourself of the overarching logic of the class.